Yeah, buddy, what is up? Welcome to Duct Tape Dynasty. I am the duct tape dude.
I'm the dude.
Try number 2. Here we go, baby. Sorry about that. The computer decided that it did not want to, send the bits out right. And so it was tanking, and that's why we had to begin. I had to shut everything down, start it all up, but whatever. We're here, and we're excited. We got a good show for you. My, oh my, how things have changed in the landscape of this pick'em already. Whoa, what a change from last week. We'll get to it. There's a lot to get to. There's all sorts of fun stuff to get to tonight. I'm excited about absolutely all of it. But I tell you what, before we get started, do us a favor. Minimize that screen. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button for us. Biggest thing you can do to let us know that you like what we do here. And even if you don't like what we do here, I'll give you another reason to actually smash that subscribe button, and it's right here. It's the fact that if we can hit 300 subscribers by the end of the NFL season this year, we are giving away a no-kidding signed JSA authenticated Super Bowl I champion jersey. Okay, Marv Fleming right there, the one you see. In fact, if you don't believe me, here it is. Okay, and there's Marv Fleming's signature right here. So anyway, we've got 7 jerseys to give away if we can hit 300. So do your part. Send this to all your friends and whatnot. Get us over 300. Win yourself a jersey. And then if you want to just, unsubscribe, then do it. But whatever. At least you get a jersey out of the deal. So we hope you'll stick around, though, because we hope we're doing something right. But anyway, man, what a show to get to. I keep saying we, you only see me. So let me get to the rest of us here. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back from his vacation to Cozumel.
I don't know
Ladies
if I call that.
It is the Ag Man. He joins us again. How are you, brother, after a much-deserved vacation week off?
I don't know if it was much of vacation, more as I'm just super busy, but it was good. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad we got it to work out. A lot of things shifted. I won the week last week. Dad had me pumped. This week is cool. I'm excited to be back and talk about it. But first, before I do any of that and we move any further, I have to say one message. Everyone knows what it is. Say it with me. Hi, Mom.
So there you go. All right. Yes, always the obligatory. And here's Katie in the comments with the old hi, son. Anyway, Kevin, we see you out there. Wally, what's up? My wife is in the comments somewhere. Hopefully she's not driving and commenting at the same time. But
apparently it's almost her birthday,
yeah,
so we need to be very, very careful.
Cognizant of that. So, in fact, there's a birthday surprise that who knows, maybe we'll get to see a little bit later. Little foreshadowing there. But anyway, it's not really a birthday surprise, but we'll call it that. So, dude, how's this week been then? Since you were super busy last week, that's the actual reason you weren't here. We had a good show. We missed you.
Actual reason. Yeah, you had Dan on. I mean, I think it worked. We didn't lose subscribers, so I think that was okay.
Yeah, that usually happens when we get Dan on here. So, successful show from Dan, I guess, huh?
I think so. Dan had some good things to say. I was still in the comments because I was still a part of it, even though I was just too dog-tired to be on the show, which I think was valid. This week has been a breeze by comparison. I say that now, so I'm going to go knock on some wood.
But, yeah, at least for maybe work-wise, but who knows about these picks, man. There were some games coming up this week that I was like,
it's going to be a little interesting.
Like, coin toss. Like, yeah, there's some good ones. But before we get to the games, we got to get to a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Let's get to, we don't call it new news because we don't want to steal everything from everyone on the internet, even though that's mostly what we do.
That's
steal
mostly
from people on the internet. But so this is our not so new news, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we had the Bears on last week for new news or whatever we want. We need a name for this because now I'm just going to start calling it new news and then.
Right. We do need to come up with something. Chat. Yeah. I'm putting you to work. Come up with a name for our news segment, and we will see what one we like best.
The NFL has been drunk. The drunkenness of the NFL started during free agency of the offseason, where everybody got traded to everywhere. So that comes via comment in the comments. Yeah. So the Bears are in the news again, although it's really not old or new news. It's old news, and it's the fact that I just wanted to, I guess, poke the bear.
Anyway,
poke the bear. Wait a second. Update available. No, I don't. Dude, no. We already had to. screw up the show one time. I'm not going to update my computer now.
Delay it.
Anyway, and I forgot we're going to get a phone call, dude. We're going to get a phone. I forgot to put it
That's right.
on Do Not Disturb. It's going to happen.
We're going to get a phone call. It's okay.
We're going to get a telemarketer phone call. So we should answer it, but it's probably illegal. So
we
I won't.
should. That would be fun.
It's probably illegal because of the not consent to record, whatever. Okay, so Caleb Williams in the news because he, his arrogance said to his punter, he sent his new rookie punter, I believe, right? Or at least the new punter, Tory Taylor, got a text from Caleb Williams saying, hey, man, kind of like a welcome to the team thing. You're not going to punt much here, right? And then since then...
Boy, was he wrong.
They've punted on 11 of their 16 possessions they've had so far.
That is almost as bad as when you asked me last season if the Bears had a chance, and I instantly said no, and I was proven entirely wrong. This is almost that level, but actually going in the way that I wanted my comment last year to go.
Yeah. That's so Caleb. I think I don't know, man. Is it worthy? You think
it's got to be. You can't doom people like that. It is so worthy of it.
All right, he gets an asterisk, and because he's Caleb Williams, he gets a special asterisk. So
it certainly is special.
It's
wow.
Somebody's fabulous. Okay. Anyway, that is Caleb Williams asterisk right there. 11 of 16 they've punted on. So why don't we move on to the next thing? And I think it has to do with we gave it away with our thumbnail, of which was the first reason for delay, and then the second reason for delay was internet. But whatever.
That's true.
The thumbnail, 55 straight days of football coming up. So I think I just gave it away
all the way through Thanksgiving. That's true. It is. Some people say the most wonderful time of the year is Christmas. Very good argument. Dave says it's hockey, and I know Kevin agrees. Fairly decent argument there. But 55 straight days of football, that's a wonderful time of the year.
That is a wonderful time of the year. So this is, gentlemen, anybody who's got a significant other, wife, a whatever, just screenshot this, cut off, crop us out of it. We don't want to get in trouble, but just send this to your significant other and say, no worries, honey, I'll be home in time for Christmas. So there you go.
It goes through Thanksgiving.
There you go. Right through Thanksgiving. We have football every single day of the week. Not always NFL. That's why I have college on there as well. But 55 days starting today. Sorry, man.
And you made your wife cry when it's almost her birthday. How dare you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to be on your own for your birthday. That stinks. Sorry about it. Football calls, baby. Football calls. Anyway, so there was a thing that now I sent it to our group chat during the football game. Was it Monday night? I don't even remember what game it was. Sunday night?
It was the Monday night game. It was Monday night.
One of the Monday night games?
I think it was the Tennessee game.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was definitely the Tennessee game because this is what was out there. And, we really start our show with the honor roll segment, which is the ode to the last week's top players from our perspective, voted on via y'all. But anyway, so I did kind of a precursor based upon, so I guess this would be a not so honor roll. Anyway,
I would say so.
It goes to the stupid Guardian Cap cover thing.
Oh God.
The whole thing, man. And there is a disclaimer on there. Okay. It says DuctTapeDynasty is, in support of player safety by all means.
Absolutely.
However, there is a even finer print down there and it just says, it just looks ridiculous, though. I mean, come on, man. The NFL makes $9 trillion a year or whatever they do, and this is the best we can do, huh?
It looks like a little kid that goes out for football for the first time and puts on the giant helmet because they're like, here, this will fit you. And it's like, this is an extra large. I'm extra small. What? It just doesn't work.
Dude, come on, man. It is just... player safety, gotcha. Do it. If you want to wear the Guardian Cap, okay. But the NFL making $900 billion a year, or whatever they make, they can afford to get something that looks better than this. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
They can do
the double helmet that we talked about a few times looks better than this.
The NFL is so concerned about its image. This ain't it.
And then they do this
on
top of a uniform set that's already not the greatest.
And then you go and do this. And
totally redeem yourself.
Well, they really
didn't.
They didn't. So, yeah. So what the heck? Let's get into the show because we started late because of issues. All right, let's do it. Right away, honor roll. I'll start us off. Ladies and gentlemen, our first honor roll. Was he on there again last week as well? Maybe. I know he's at least been nominee on there before, but Derrick Henry doing it again. 24 rushes to almost gets 200, man. They tried to get him that 200th yard, and he just couldn't get there. 199 yards. Got a tutty that way. Then he caught 3 balls for 10 yards, but he got another tutty on that way. So a couple tutties for that boy. Not too bad. Derrick Henry, once again, sir, you are on a roll. And our next guy is... It's all yours.
Oh, I'm excited about this one. I am excited about this one. Our next honor roll nominee is our boy, as Montana State alums, Troy Anderson of the Atlanta Falcons, inside linebacker. He had 10 solo tackles, 17 total, 1 interception, his first interception that happened to be a pick 6 for Atlanta and a crucial point for them to upset the Saints last week.
Yeah.
Troy Anderson, Montana boy, you, sir, are on a roll.
Absolutely. Yeah. And for those who don't know, Troy Anderson was the Montana State quarterback, actually. He now plays
linebacker and running back and everything else.
But his primary, when you look up his highlights at Montana State, most of what's going to come up is quarterback. That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, he goes to the Falcons and he's been there for years now. And I mean, he's been a starter for years, and he actually, I know we got to keep moving, but didn't he get something else out of this? An actual award out of this?
The actual NFL, he won NFL or NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, not bad, dude.
By
not
the actual
bad.
NFL.
So our Montana State alum, as we are, like you said, and Troy Anderson, you are absolutely on a roll. All right, number 3, Nico Collins, dude. He just... Like Henry on the ground, dude. How about 12 receptions, 151 and a tutty through the air? Man alive. And that comes out to 12.6 yards per catch. And of course, they get the win.
Almost lost the game too.
They did, but they got the win. So
they got the win.
They got the win. So Nico Collins, absolutely, dude. You're on a roll.
All right. And our final honor roll person. All right. And our final honor roll nominee for this week, Motor City Muscle, Jared Goff, wearing that black and blue uniform that we both love. 18 of 18, 100%er, 18 of 18, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns. He even caught one for another with a 155.8 rating. I'm pretty sure that is perfect. Jared Goff, you, sir, are on a roll with what you did on Monday night.
He absolutely is on a roll. But the crazy thing about it, Andrew, that is not a perfect rating.
That's not the perfect rating.
158.3 is a perfect rating. The ball didn't touch the ground. And then he went and caught a touchdown as well. And he doesn't have a perfect. How does that work? This is
we gotta ask the NFL.
Oh my gosh!
Send them an asterisk in the mail for that one.
Like literally reset the clock, baby. That is absolutely 0 days since the last true asterisk. Because how the heck do you have a perfect game, a literal perfect game, and not get a perfect quarterback rating out of the deal? Absolutely ridiculous. But Jared Goff absolutely on a roll, and he really has been since he got to
he has.
to Detroit.
He's been doing really well ever since that trade, and I think honestly. Yes, the Rams won a Super Bowl right away, but I think in the long run, it has definitely gone more towards Detroit the last couple of years in favor of who won that trade.
The elongated, if you will, or the longer period of success has been with Jared Goff, or the more consistent, whatever. You get it. The amount of total success, although Super Bowl, anyway.
It's true.
What would you trade for a Super Bowl?
Lions were close.
You know, Tom Brady, what did he
You're
say?
asking a Vikings fan, dude. Don't go down that road.
Well, I'm a Chargers fan, bro, so I sniffed a Super Bowl once. We went to a Super Bowl one time. Did not win. Anyway, so there you go. That's our honor roll segment. And as we always do, we will reveal who the winner is at the end of the show. It's the last thing we do, but tell them how they win. It's actually via a poll that the people that watch the show. It is via
a poll through my Instagram or my second Instagram at DTD DuctTapeDynasty Big Sky Country. We have polls put up in the stories of that page for you to vote on who you think is on a roll for the week. You have been doing an awesome job of picking up the slack the last couple weeks for me, and I appreciate it. So they have been kind of all over the place, but now hopefully here the next couple weeks, they should be regularly back on my page. I know they might bounce to yours one more time this season for sure, but just keep your eyes open because both of us post the same stuff. And we'll pull the results from either or depending on the week, but mostly off of the DTD Big Sky Country page.
Yeah, and that'll be later on the show again at the end. We have we make it super easy for you guys. We put a bunch of QR codes at the end. All you got to do is screenshot it and you'll see. It's really, really, really easy. So let's talk about the week that was, okay?
Let's do it.
A little bit better than the last couple, though. I'll admit.
For us in particular, absolutely.
For us. Not necessarily for everyone. There you see the results going by. You were 13-3. Then I was 12-4. Sierra 11-5. Then you got, I can't remember how I missed it, like Kevin or somebody at 10-6, I think. And then it's going by too quick. So now I got to watch on the interwebs here. It's basically everybody is one game down from the one in front of them. So then you got Dan there at 9-7. Then you got Dave at 8-8. And then Wally went ahead and took a little extra tumble and went down to 6-10.
He did. I told it. His air traffic control, he didn't call him. And there was too many flights in and his flyers didn't work.
Dude,
they got canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. In fact, as far as flyers go, almost a perfect week in terms of not getting the flyers. There was one flyer that paid off. One. Now, to define a flyer is when one person or two people pick. Okay, that's when it's an actual flyer. And so the one flyer that actually...
You're being invaded.
Hi, puppy.
For those of you that don't know, this is the newest member to the Duct Tape Dynasty family.
Hi, puppy. This is Mosey. Everybody say hi to Mosey.
She is so adorable.
Come here. Can we put you up there and let the people see you? Look at how cute she is.
Oh, my goodness. So...
Oh, Mosey came home today. The cutest little golden retriever pup ever. And she is an absolute sweetheart. Sweetheart, the nicest, cutest, most gentle puppy ever. And I don't want to ever let her go. But this woman keeps taking her from me. Everybody say hi to Mary and bye to Mosey.
Hi, Aunt Mary. Bye, Mosey.
Thanks for bringing her in. Love you. Bailey was in here, but whatever. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm watching her. We
still
here.
love Bailey.
It's on a delay here over here, so I can still see Mosey, and she's. Oh my Lord, that dog is so freaking cute. Oh my Lord. Anyway, so wow. As far as flyers go, yeah, we had one that paid off, and it was one that you were on. It was the Denver Broncos against Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets, and man,
didn't work out.
He looked miserable, huh?
Yeah, it's just been rough ever since he got hurt, came back, had one good game, but then he wouldn't celebrate with Robert Saleh, and he pushed him away or did some weird stuff. Said that he had 21 losers on his starting team, except him, and it's a crapshoot. Yeah, I about said something else, but we're on the internet.
Hey, whatever. There's no rules here. Yeah, when he leans back on the bench and pulls the towel over his face, I could hear it. He went, God, I should have retired.
He should have.
Because so far he's come back and tore his Achilles and been out a whole year, and now it's abysmal. Now he sees Yeah, you did go to the New York Jets, Aaron. Although Devontae now is trying to seek a trade and
join him,
asking to go over there. I don't think it's going to solve all their problems, but it'll help.
No, I don't think it will at all. Because
So,
that's what he did the last time is he loaded up on all of his Packer buddies and nothing changed.
Yep. So, anyway, Devontae, when he left, it just started that whole. Yeah, that's the end. That's the end. I think Rodgers will be done after this year. I don't see him coming back. And
I called it too.
Yeah.
I said if he has a terrible year with the Jets, he's done. And Kevin, you were right. Captain Ayahuasca is Captain Miserable now.
yeah, in
You're
fact, that was the other
right.
thing he was thinking. He was like, I could be in I don't even know where you go to do ayahuasca.
Yeah,
Puerto
he
Rico,
could be in his
wherever.
dark hole
I
for
could be
4 days.
in a dark room doing ayahuasca with no sound whatsoever, no food, and sounds like a dream. Aaron Rodgers is a different cat,
he's
dude.
gotta be hating
He is
life.
hating
He has
life.
to be hating life.
So, anyway, win-win chicken din for the Vikings 4-0. Dude, how about them apples?
We are one of 2 undefeated teams left.
You and KC, right? Kansas City is the other one.
The Kansas City
Holy
Chefs.
smokes, the chefs. Yes, not bad. Not
With
bad
the
company.
help from the refs, I would probably venture to say.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay, let's get through this thing and keep on motoring. Let's see, anything to really report. Not any big surprises. Like I said, none of the Flyers worked out. I don't know.
Not really. I think we were all wrong on the LA-Chicago game.
Yeah.
We were all wrong. I wanted to say one more time. Oh, on the Philly-Tampa game. That's one that kind of surprised me. But then we were all wrong again on the Indianapolis-Pittsburgh game, which that was probably the one that surprised me the most, was the Indy-Pittsburgh game.
Well, but Richardson went down again. But then Flacco, well, I don't know. Flacco, never mind.
He did well.
Yeah. And I thought that Kevin's pick with the Red Rocket there with Carolina, I thought that might pay off but it didn't. So sorry about it. Anyway, nobody's Flyers. Well, one Flyer paid off. It was you and Dano. So let's see how it shaped up. Like I said at the beginning, there was a big shakeup in the standings, and here they are.
That is true.
As of now, you, sir, are on top.
Yes.
Of the podium. Andrew, the Ag Man, up top. I think couple games in the lead, right? I think you're a couple
one
games
or two ahead of Sierra right now, I think. So
and 67.2%. Yeah, so not too bad. Big week from you, 13-3. Just 3 games away from a perfect season, perfect week. Sierra, then, as we said, everybody went down by 1. But there's the season standings as you see them. So you're 43-21. Sierra's only 1 back from you, I guess. 42-22. And then I'm
Sierra
2 back
tied
from
with
her.
the lean. I'm beating the lean.
Yeah.
I'm beating the lean by a game right now.
Now
that's going to be awesome.
I went from tied for last to
the
third.
podium.
So I at least made the podium from almost the last. So it's to say, if you're down at the bottom, don't be devastated yet. Now, Dave and Wally, I think they're playing golf.
Has been down to the
So
yeah, they are.
The rest of us are playing
golf.
football. So we'll see how that works out for them. Those are the bottom two right there, Dave and Wally.
Father and son.
Yeah, father and son. But there you go. I spread out the standings a little bit, the line chart, so that you could actually see the motion or the movement in there. Like things are jockeying around quite a bit right now, which is typical at the beginning of the season. Smaller sample size, and obviously a big week. Either way will take you farther. Either way. But as we go throughout the season, you'll see. I mean, things will. The rise and falls will be a little less pronounced than they are right here. But man, Bo was like all the way at the bottom last year, and then he just started a meteoric rise
to stardom and did not stop.
Yeah,
and then Wally
never
crashed and burned, kind of like he's doing again.
Yeah, well, and that was like you first year, right? 0-3 in the Super Bowl, and that's how you.
Oh, stop bringing that up.
Yes, you will never live it down. I love it. I love it. The very next year for his pick and packet, I forgot that I did it until he sent me a picture of it. I put a sticky note in there that said 0-3 because I think
anything you tried to trash me with on the Pick'em packet this year, I didn't know because it still hasn't shown up. So
I think, it's. I think the mailman may have taken it, man. He wanted those Duct Tape Dynasty stickers. Yeah.
Hey, those are some cool stickers. I'm not the biggest sticker guy, so that's the only lump is I didn't get those, but it's okay.
Hey, I'll bring you some because
we're going on the road.
We're going on the road.
You are kind of going on the road.
Duct Tape Dynasty's going on the road. Yeah, 11/23, the 23rd of November in Bozeman for Cat Grizz. We will be doing, let's see, 2 days before that, so the 21st, we will be doing the NFL show from Bozeman.
And then on the 22nd, we will be having a very special in-person, us together. I'm trying to cue you to the button here, CatCast.
Hello?
Oh, no! I took it off!
To win the game. You don't play it, just play it.
I moved it.
Move on.
It's
We're
right
done.
here. There you go. Doggone it. There's my asterisk for the day. Sorry about it. Oh, man.
Quit the show. Take
Anyway, gosh, I'm way behind on comments. Yep. Okay. So let's move on, shall we? There it is. There's the standings right now. Let's get to the games to be. And oh my gosh, we might actually make it on time. So yeah, well, a lot to get through on this though. This is typically where we take our time. So tonight's game is the Buccaneers and the Falcons. I mean, we've all but Wally has lost faith in the Falcons.
I mean, I haven't lost faith. I have not, especially after their performance last week. This one was tough. All of them, I'm going to say, are pretty tough this week.
There's not really a cut and dry, oh, that's easy one. There's just not.
No, I don't think there is for any of them. And that's...
I mean, it's kind of the NFL, but
there might be one.
There's some that are closer,
we'll get
but
to it later.
Yeah. So Dan finally couldn't stay off the Baker train long enough. He is an anti-Baker guy, but this week
I thought he was with the Baker train last week too.
Well,
looking at it, I'm pretty sure he was.
But he.
We were all on the Philly train. Never mind, we were all on the Philly train.
He does not like Baker, but he went with Baker this week. Wally out there with his flyer on the Falcons. It could work out. That's not necessarily a bad one. The next game as well in London, so it's going to be happening at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. I think 8:30 a.m. On Sunday morning. If you're up that early to watch football, you should be, of course. Aaron Rodgers is going to try and make it work in London. Let's see if he has some better luck because he's running into a buzzsaw. The 4-0 Sam Darnold led Vikings. That just sounds so weird.
Don't laugh at it like it's a joke
on,
now.
Man.
God.
Sam Darnold. But he's playing, bro. It's working.
He won NFC Player of the Month, so you can't.
Yeah, it's working.
Can't dog him on it.
It's working. So everybody except Sierra went with the Vikings. Now Sierra,
I'm not worried about this one. Usually we're scared of the orange check mark. I'm not worried about this one, and I have a very good reason why.
No, do tell.
As I do my homework.
Do tell because
Minnesota's undefeated in London.
Okay.
Ever since the London games have started, Minnesota played Pittsburgh there for the first London game ever. They have not lost since they've played overseas.
Okay.
And they're in London. That's not that far from areas that Vikings actually are. The Vikings are a very big team over there.
Andrew is busting out some knowledge.
A lot of teams in Europe, they pick a team because the jersey looks cool, kind of like how we did when we were kids, all that stuff, saying, hey, that looks cool, that's my favorite. But Minnesota actually is one of the more popular favorites because of how close they are to actual Viking country.
Yeah, sure. So, why not? I'm game. Anyway, I hope they win. Let's put it that way. But it'll be in London. It'll be early. I hope you get to watch it. I will not. Because I'll be at church. So my bad. Well, not really. You get it. You get it.
Who knows if I'll even be awake.
I'll tell God hi for you. So now Dan he might need God's help on that next one, which is he went with the Tua-less Tyreek led. I mean, what are they just going to wildcat it all day? Dolphins?
They're going to do something. I don't know. Although, it's the Patriots. They're not what they used to be. I could see this easily going the other way as well. But I gave the edge to the Pats at home and the Dolphins being so beat up. that they got beat up
Yeah.
so badly last week by Tennessee.
Yeah, the Will Levis, Mayo eating Tennesseans. So yeah, I mean, and he's not playing exactly phenomenal, but yeah. So that's
right.
It should go the way we all went. We shall see. Now, Kevin went out on a flyer going for the Red Rocket. Is this 2 weeks in a row? Did he do that last week too?
He did, and I don't know if it's one of those things where you start to like feel sorry for him because it's like, you poor bum, you just got so much hope. Let's just hope it works for you.
Sure enough, yeah, right there in the middle of the page, dude. There it was last week. Solo flyer against the Bengals for Kevin. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Say that again. What were you saying?
Poor bum, you just got so much hope. Like, I just hope it works out for you, Kev. I'm sorry.
This is one of those
you're
you
the
look
only
at
one
him.
that has faith in Carolina right now.
This is one of those where the old lady looks at you and says, "Bless his heart." You know? Isn't that one?
That's it.
That's it.
That
Bless your
right
heart,
there.
Kev. Let's hope the Red Rocket works out for you, buddy. Anyway, we're all on the Bears train, which honestly I'm not very confident in. I'm not.
No, I'm not
This is
either.
one
But still,
that
if
I
this
say,
is one that Kevin gets right, this would be it. That's for sure.
yeah,
And you're right, Kev. It is Chicago. We know.
It
but
is.
still.
It is. I mean, Caleb
Carolina.
we started the show with Caleb Williams and his "You're not going to punt much," you know. So
Yeah,
of which
we are total. Just,
last week
yeah.
the Bears were at the beginning of the show for their entire line laying down on the ground while the Indy Colts ran past them. So yeah, it is the Bears. So we'll see. I mean, this is one where I was like, oh, I don't know. I could have pulled the trigger for Carolina, but Carolina.
They just haven't been good.
For so long now. It's like the Browns, you know, when they lost like 512 games in a row. You know, like 62
exactly
seasons in a row without a win or whatever it was. The Hugh Hefner days or whatever it was. Hugh Jackson.
Not the same
I know. But Hugh Jackson? Wasn't that the whatever?
I think so.
It was
I
Hugh
think that was
somebody.
right.
Hugh isn't working there anymore. Let's put it that way, because he lost a lot of games. I think he won one game in 2 years. I think is what he won. Something like that. It was terrible. So where the heck are we? Okay, the Browns. This next one is one that scares me. You drop knowledge. Now, I just said that about the last game, that this one scares me, but this one actually scares me. So allow me to drop my knowledge on why. And it's the fact that, okay, a few weeks ago, this isn't why, but a few weeks ago, you mentioned that, you picked the Vikings over San Francisco. I think you were solo on that one. Everybody's like, you're an idiot. And you're like, but they haven't. San Francisco hadn't won in Minnesota since 1992, something like that.
Yep.
And
that was it.
And we're like, yeah, but they've played 2 times. Sure enough, you got that one right. Well, my drop of knowledge on this one is Indy always loses in Duval. It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't
scary.
matter. When Indy goes to Duval, they lose, man. And we all went with Indy, and this is another one of those that I'm like, I am not so confident in. This Indy should win it. Should win it.
Should.
Right? But I don't know. What about this next one though, dude? The Buffalo Bills and the Houston.
This is gonna be...
wait, do you have anything to say? Sorry, as I blaze past it on the Duval.
No, you're good. I
and
mean, I see where your point comes from, because now the Jags are at home. They almost beat the Texans last week, and we'll talk about the Texans in just a second, and I'll roll right into it. So I could see Indy Jacksonville being close. I'm going to have faith in Indy, but we'll see. Now going back to the thing I said about Houston, moving into the next game, Houston versus Buffalo. This game was probably one of the toughest ones for me to pick, because Houston has been so good, but Buffalo has also been so good. And I honestly give credit to Buffalo for being as good as they are, because they don't have the weapons like they used to. Their weapon last year in Buffalo is now in Houston.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. I know that
We've got
I think
2 of
Kevin
his old
and
jerseys.
Dan
Stephon Diggs, the red
get
jerseys.
300 subscribers, and one could be yours.
Yeah.
I think Dan and Kevin are our flyers on Houston, and it could be interesting.
It's not a
in
bad
Houston,
pick.
so who knows?
It's not a bad pick.
not.
This one could go either way. So literally 3 games in a row right there. I could see going either way. The Panthers, the whatever, the Jaguars, and then the Texans. I could see either of those games going either way. We all picked strongly one way or another, but I don't think it's that cut and dry. And eventually the Bengals have got to win, right? Eventually they're going to win a game.
Not against the Ravens, though.
That's not going to be this week. Even in the jungle, as they say.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters with Derrick Henry doing what he did and how well the Ravens have played after starting 0-2. They started 0-2, but the Ravens were not an 0-2 caliber team. They just played teams that were a little bit better. So I think the Ravens definitely are going to win in Cincinnati. I think the Bengals' time will come, but not this week.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be. They're going to win some games because they're not a bad team, but geez, what a start. 0-4, dude. Who saw that? Okay, if it was Bengals, Vikings at the beginning of the season, I know what you're going to say. Well, I think I know what you're going to say. But if people said, okay, crystal ball, the Bengals and the Vikings, beginning of the year, you got the Sam Darnold-led Vikings and the Joey Burrow-led Bengals. One of them's going to be 4-0. One of them's going to be 0-4.
Yeah.
Well, who would you pick?
The greater populace would have said that the Bengals were going to be 4-0.
Absolutely. 95% of the population would have said that.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, Kevin mentions bad hair Burrow. Yeah, Joey needs to go back on the hair, bro. That blonde look, not good.
No, it's creepy.
It's not working
creepy,
out.
Man.
But yeah, so the Bengals, man, 0-3, and yeah, Derrick Henry just running all over the field. And we said it before the season even started. What do you do? Because you got Lamar as well. Like
if you stop
RPO,
one, the other one has a running lane. Like, it's insane.
The RPO with Derrick Henry in the backfield and Lamar at quarterback is the RRPO. Like, it's the run pass option. Like, it's just
100%.
Like, it's the double RPO. Yeah. It's a whole different ball game, man. And they showed it last week, didn't they? So
they sure did.
I hope they look as impressive this week because it means that I'll get a win. And we all will, actually, because we all picked them just like we did on this next game. The Commanders against the Deshaun Watson. I almost said a bad word. Nope, not that word, but he's whatever. Deshaun Watson and the not so great Browns. How about that? Wow, that was close.
That was real close. That was almost a Dave.
That was
by you.
Real close.
And that's saying something.
Yep.
I think the Commanders are rolling. I don't know if they're not, I don't think they're going to win their division, but I think they're going to be a team that people can't overlook. Jaden Daniels is doing awesome. I think out of the rookie QBs, we'll talk about Jaden Daniels. We'll talk about the next one next. I think him and Bo Nix are doing the best out of the rookie QBs from this year.
So rookies out there in general, all rookies. Well, we'd have to do a little. I was going to say, who's having the best rookie year so far? I mean, usually the rookie of the year goes to a flashier thing, like all the big awards do. It's going to be a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, something like that. Maybe a defensive guy, maybe, but probably not. And so I was going to say, who do you think the rookie of the year would be? Bottom line, Jaden Daniels has got a shot. He's at least in the conversation. That's for sure. How about that? Right.
I agree.
So hopefully he wins it because we all picked him. So the next game, a division game, and this is the split right here. This is the closest we can. Well, this and one other game we split on. The closest we can to a split, which is there's 7 pickers. So the best we can do is 3 and 4, and that's what we got on this one. Half of us went to the Devontae I want to trade Raiders. Led by Gardner Minshew. Kevin's in there, you're in there, and Dave is in there. You confident with that company?
I'm having some serious pickers remorse on this one, honestly. I hope it works out for my record, but I'm really not confident in this one. Out of all my picks, this one is what I am the most shaky on.
Yes, Dave, you missed the honor roll players, buddy. That's at the beginning of the show. So, but you haven't missed the honor roll player of the week. So, yeah, hang out. Okay, sorry. You said you're not confident, and
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So, okay. Hopefully my internet's not tanking. My feed for the YouTubes is lagged. I'm not sure.
I think we're back. Mine lagged, and I think we're back. So we should be good.
Yeah, we're back.
Next
there it
game.
is.
We had a unanimous pick on this next one.
San Francisco, but this is another one that, San Francisco. Dude, what is going on with Christian McCaffrey? What is happening?
I don't know.
Is he ever going to play this year?
God, I hope so, for the sake of my fantasy league, because that was the most bold first overall pick I ever made.
Dude, everybody.
It has not been working.
Everybody this year picked Christian McCaffrey number one. Every number one pick in fantasy football, except for the dude that's a homer Dallas Cowboy fan who picked CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott first.
Right.
Everybody
first, you don't know how to play fantasy football.
Exactly. Yeah. Anybody who knows anything picks CMC first. And boy, is that being a burn this year. So the fantasy leagues have just got to be wide open so far this year because of that.
Dave, I love how you say you love that he's not playing when you're still currently last in our fantasy league. Actually, scratch that. No, he's not. He's second to last in our fantasy
Who's
league.
last?
Dave has won one game. Bully is last in our fantasy league this year.
No, poor Bully. Poor Bully. All right, so next game, we all went with Seattle. I'm more confident in this one.
This is the more cut and dry game.
Yeah,
in my
Danny
opinion.
Dimes whatever. Enough of that game. Moving on, Green Bay, Los Angeles, the Rams type. Jordan Love is back.
Jordan Love is back.
Are the Rams
praying he
banged up?
took a week to. I think they're still banged up. I don't know if their receivers are back. I have not checked and seen if Kupp and Makua are back yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, moving on. The next one is the other split that we had, and it's the Dallas Steelers game. And to be honest, this is a tale of which teams do you get. And I say that plural.
This is 100%.
I say that plural because it's not just which Dallas team do you get. No. It's which Dallas shows up and which Pittsburgh shows up. Like, there's different combos that could go 100 different ways with this, even though it's only two teams, because each team has multiple personalities and you just don't know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get or whatever, You get it. So,
yep.
Dallas, I don't have any confidence in them whatsoever. Although last week,
at least it's Sunday night, so it'll be a fun Sunday night football game.
Yeah, it
honestly,
should be.
like it's a decent Sunday night football matchup.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I'll be watching.
It's a 70s Super Bowl rematch, honestly.
Holy cow, it's game time. All right, so yeah, I'm game for watching it. I'll be there. How about that? See you there. I won't be at the game. You get it. Kansas City, what the heck are you doing? Is that your blue check mark up there by the Saints?
That's my blue check mark.
Is that on purpose?
Some people say I don't take. It was. Some people say I don't take enough risk and enough flyers. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I was having a tough time with this one and consulted some people, and they're like,
"Ooh,
nah, not Kansas City." Although one of my students will be at this game, so I told them to take pictures because it'll be fun to see.
Yeah,
pictures from the game. So I also went against Kansas City to go against my student and also see what happens. So there's a couple different reasons just for fun as to why I picked New Orleans, but they also have been playing really well. And yes, the Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated, but they have been playing very just mediocre football. They have not been the same Chiefs.
Travis Kelce has been non-existent, and I don't know if that's
got
on
more
purpose.
than 10 points in fantasy for me this past week. It was stupid. He got me 4 for like 3 games combined, and then he got me 15.
I haven't watched enough to see. Is it because he's being a decoy, or is it because he's got that bad haircut that Taylor gave him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Which is it? So, and then of course this week is the first week with buys.
You can rest easy. You can rest easy because you don't have to worry about it. With your team, you can go sit on the couch. It doesn't matter.
Am I playing you this week? Is that what's going on?
In fantasy, no, you already beat me.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That was last week.
I can't remember who I'm playing this week.
Anyway. Okay, but yeah, this week is the first week that we have buys, man. The buys have entered, and it sucks to get an early buy. Anybody that knows anything about NFL and the bye weeks and when you want them, you do not want them early because you want them late before you go into the playoffs. You want to get healthy. You know, a bye week is an opportunity to get a little bit
bye
healthier.
week's like week 13.
Yeah.
That's like a perfect bye week.
And it is a nightmare to have it on the first offer of the season. First offer is week 5. And my team's got it, baby. So do the Lions, though, and Philly, and then Tennessee with that. In fact, they got the reason they're on a bye is because of that Guardian cap. They no, sorry, you're not allowed to play this week. That just that was ridiculous. It just looks ridiculous. Player safety is paramount. I got it, but I think it just looks ridiculous.
But you gotta look cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's the NFL. You got to look cool doing it. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how you look doing it. I'm just kidding.
Right.
But yeah, so there you go. That's our games, and the actual game has already started. I don't know if there's a score update.
I think we have just our honor roll player of the week left, and I actually don't remember how that turned out. So I'll have you announce this.
Yeah, I will. So our honor roll player of the week this week, as 2 polls combined, because you did a poll and I did a poll. It actually was Jared Goff in the awesome blue helmet. He won it, and I tell you, your boy came close, but no, Jared Goff.
That's fair. Goff, I think he earned it, and I think Kevin said earlier in the comments, I might have missed it. It wasn't perfect passer rating because he did not throw every single pass. Because he caught a pass and was not the one. So I wonder if that's why.
I don't know. That could be.
Well deserved. Well deserved, though.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely. And boy, did he look cool doing it, right? That's the opposite of that helmet, because look at that. I'm talking the opposite of the Tennessee Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
Look, man, that look is a home run by the Lions. I think it's fabulous. Anyway. So that's it. Let's get the heck out of here. There's one other thing left to do, and that's show everybody the socials. And the reason we show it is so that you can screenshot it, come back to it later. Just hold your thumb on one of those QR codes, any of them. You see where they go. The one with the YouTube thing goes to YouTube. The bottom 3 are all the Instagram accounts. The one with the Instagram logo next to it is the main DTD one. And then that next one down, the big sky with the duck face there, that's Andrews. That's DTD Big Sky Country. And then the one below that, you see Kevin in the comments out here, goes by Sportniks. All those little cartoon caricatures there on the left. And then the cartoon that's right chair that's been prominently displayed throughout the show are all done by him. He does caricatures he can do ones of your kids if you got kids. I mean, he'll make it look like them, everything. It's cool. So, yeah, be sure to check all those things out. Give him a follow, all that good stuff. But, dude, you got anything else before we go watch some football?
Let's have a good week and hope that the first bye weeks do us well.
Yeah. Hey, next week, dude, guest picker protocol coming in. We didn't talk about it. We'll have to talk about it next week, what that means. See how that goes. Anyway, we love you all. You're all the absolute best. And, gosh, until next time, let's get the heck out of here and go watch some football.
Do it.
See ya.